been a year and a half since Rockstar made the controversial decision to remove hundreds of vehicles from the online store. We hosted a car meet to showcase the best of the best removed vehicles. Let me know in the comments which car you missed the most, and let me know if you have a favorite one from today's meet. Starting off strong with the ProGen GP1 in-game, also known as the McLaren F1. This is one of my absolute favorite cars of all time. It's a dream car of mine, and one of the ones that first got me into cars in the beginning. Next up, we got a very clean Oracle XS. This is based off a 7 Series in real life, another one of my favorites. Then we've got probably the best street car in the game, the Benefactor Felter. This is also a pretty quick vehicle. It's still fairly competitive considering how old it is. This is a vehicle I don't recall the name of, but if you've ever owned a bunker, you've driven this vehicle around a fair amount. Quick rant, I really don't understand why they removed all these cars. The reason they gave is because they're not popular and they wanted to clear up the store. That sounds like BS. We got a Minion pulled up in a very clean classic vehicle. This is one of the few cars that I think white walls suit the vehicle. We've also got the Sterling GT here as well. Very nice looking old school duo right here. Very clean individuals overall. Sterling GT is probably the best sounding car in the game. This next one's a little bit questionable. This is the Paragon R. This is the armored version though. You can actually get this in game by completing the Diamond Casino Heist missions with the blonde lady. Moving right along, we got the Vodka here. This is a very nice color on this vehicle. He's got a limited plate on there as well. I thought these plates were going to come out at some point, but people have just been glitching them and modding them onto their cars. Next up, we've got the Tyrus. This is also known as the Celine S7. I always want to call it Saline because I'm country, but it is the Celine S7. Somebody else mentioned it was a McLaren. I think they were referring to the long tail, which I can also see. Let me know in the comments which one y'all think it is. Next up, we've got Trevor's truck. How could you remove the vehicle of the most iconic player in this game, bro? Like, I just don't understand like the rationale behind any of these, but especially the damn Trevor truck, bro. Like, what are we doing? He got the ice cream paint job on that joint. I got a little distracted about the long tail conversation, but we're back to it. Next up, we got the Riata, and I want to bring up the question of F1s on off-road vehicles. In a lot of cases, I believe it is absolutely nasty work, but in this one, I feel like it's okay. The base wheels on this car, I don't love. Next up, we've got the Jester RR. People ask me all the time, what was my first car in GTA? This is the first car that I actually saved up money and bought. I was really excited to have this back then, and I'm shocked that it is still a vehicle today that I think is really cool and sticks out at car meets. It's one where I really think you can get a lot of looks. Next up, continuing our little JDM corner, we got our HK Warner, I believe this one's called in game. Nice little JDM vehicle. I love the mirrors on this one. We also got a mummy driving this one. Pretty interesting costume from our driver here. As we continue to move on, we got the 240 here as well. A very, very nice color. The over fenders are a little bit questionable in my opinion. I actually had some on my last vehicle. I think they work a little bit better for the period, but in current modern days, it looks a little bit crazy, I will say. Finishing off our JDM cornerback here, we got the Toyota Chaser on the Chrome Hearts wheels. Amongst the modded car community, this is probably the most popular set of wheels. I feel like I see at least 5 of these every single meet. No matter what the theme is, no matter what we're doing, you're going to see some Chrome Hearts at the meet. We sprint over to the other side and we are greeted with a absolutely beautiful, beautiful vehicle. I love this car a lot. This is one of the builds I see on this car where you go for kind of the clean old school. I also see a Doc Hudson build for this one. Next up, keeping it old school, we've got the 2 Vamos twins here. This is a car that I absolutely could not believe was a part of the list of the removed vehicles. It's got a really, really good wheelie. It's one of the best wheelie cars available in the game if you really master it. And we've got 2 really clean builds right here with the brown with the black wheels and then the black on here on the right. Very nice. Love it. 25 out of 10. Continuing with the group dynamics, we move over to our Porsche group. First, we got the Comet SR. This is a really nice looking build. I love the headlights on this one. I also like the paint job that he went with. Got the wing. The wing I don't love, but I think it works overall with this build. And then we've got the car that was the most popular for this theme. We are talking about the original Comet. Next up, the car that we had the most representation for, we're talking about the Comet Retro Custom. This again was an absolute, complete, and total travesty that they removed from the game. Not only because it's an incredible, iconic vehicle, but because it's a Benny's car. And it's like we need as many of these Benny cars that have good customization in the game as possible. Funny enough, for me personally, they're in order of which ones I like the most from left all the way down to the one on the right. Moving right along, continuing our European theme though, we have our BMWs. Now this is based off the M3. We've got a drop top and we've got the hard top, showing a good amount of representation for the BMWs overall. I really like this car. It's got kind of a natural wide body, as you can see. We had to zoom in there, check and see if it was a real carbon fiber hood, if it was a fake. A boy is verified. Next up, we got the twin Aston Martins. Now these are both very similar. The only difference being the wheels and the wing. I think I like the wheels on one, but the wing on the other one, man, or the lack of wing, as I should say. Next up, we've got a car that's been in GTA for as long as I can remember. We're, of course, talking about the Infernus. The fact that you can't just go in and buy one of these off the website is an absolute travesty. This is unbelievable. Really, this one and the next one, the XA21, another car that I think is one of the best sounding cars in the game, one of the best looking cars in the game, one of the best values overall. Again, it's really just, I don't want to like harp on it too much, but I really just don't understand why these vehicles were removed. Taipan looking very clean. I'm a sucker for a red with a bronze wheels. Boy, I sure am. And listen, I don't care. I'm here to admit it. I'm ready. Listen, I'm loud and I'm proud. We had a couple of last-minute arrivals. We had another Saline pull up. Pretty clean, pretty similar to the other one. I actually thought this was the other one when he first pulled up. I thought he was just moving spots for some reason. But he was not. Brand new person. Then we also had a C7 that pulled up mad late. Pretty nice looking build, too. What's with all the late guys being in blue, man? Is blue the color of tardiness? I don't know. This is my personal favorite part of the meet. This is where everybody gets out and votes for their favorite car at the meet. I want you guys to guess, y'all that are in the comments, before you actually see who the winner is. Guess which car you think is going to be the winner, y'all. I bet you're not going to guess, only because there's no way for you to know. How could you know? How could they have known? Take a little quick dive off the top there. We're looking around to see who it is. These cars got a few votes. These ones got a few votes. But our winner is the Comet Retro. Very clean. Again, I'm a sucker for the red with the gold, or with the bronze wheels. So, hey, listen, I'm all about it. I'm all about that winner. Actually, I lied. My favorite part is making everybody race at the end of the lobby. Today, I'm going to actually participate in the race. I don't always participate, but as you can see, I'm very determined to make it there first. I was in the middle of telling them, if I can make this turn, I'll be able to win, and you can see what type of environment I'm in. You can see what type of community I have. Look at how hard they're hating on me. Look at how hard they're hating on me. I decided to take an exit here because that's my only way. I crashed right there only because I was looking at chat. Guys, if you ever see me crash, just know it's because I was looking at chat. It's not because I'm a bad driver. It's not because any of that. All right, it's only because I was looking at chat. I'm so dedicated to the stream. I'm so dedicated to my community that sometimes my vehicle takes the brunt of that dedication. But what you guys are seeing right here, I had to send somebody to the moon real quick. I think at this point I'm in the mind where I'm gonna win. I didn't come anywhere close to winning. We had a little photo shoot at the end. I tried to blow everybody up. Kegs beat me to it. Then we had an all-out war. I wanted to just show you guys. I did get a couple kills with the musket. Yes, the musket. If you were a person that was killed by me with the musket, I think you should consider quitting the game forever. As you guys can see, I was absolutely getting cooked for the most part, but I did get a couple kills. Watch this, watch this, watch me. Hold on, watch me, hold on. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Right as I got blown up, we got him.